The Sig Sauer P320 failed its drop test and now sucks. Now what? On the next Fit and Fire.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to another edition of Fit and Fire, your home for guns and gear and the fitness to run both. I'm Mark and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Alright, this week we're going to talk about the SIG P320. It was supposed to be my new everyday carry, however, it failed its drop test, and if you've seen anything on YouTube or across the internet, it now is the biggest piece of garbage that has ever been put out. Or is it? I took it to the range last weekend and was able to put a few hundred rounds down range with it and was actually really impressed by it. I've got some footage right here of what I was able to do on target. I had to get used to the sights and the trigger squeeze, and I can tell you the very first pull of that trigger scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting the crispness of the trigger. It is extremely light for a double action pistol, and let me tell you, it did everything I thought it could do. Now, I'm at an impasse here. I'm at a crossroads. I don't know what to do. Part of me says that I should trust in SIG and allow them to figure out what they're going to do to correct the problem. I have actually registered this pistol with their warranty program and have contacted SIG's customer service today to get some information about the voluntary upgrades that they're offering. They said that they would send me a label, a UPS label in the mail to send this in, and if I chose to, I could send it in and get it fixed. And to be frankly honest with you, after talking to the individual with SIG and their customer service, I'm going to do it. I'm going to send it in. I'm going to get it fixed or upgraded, as they put it, and see what happens. I'm going to allow things to calm down, let everything simmer down, and allow SIG to figure everything out, because I actually kind of trust in SIG. I would trust that Glock would do the same thing, or Smith & Wesson, any of the major brands to do the exact same thing. Now, the news of the drop test couldn't have come at a worse time for me, because if you remember from a previous video, Glock Fanboy Changes EDC, I had decided to change from a Glock 26 to a P320. I'd also reached out to Tactical Measures to get a appendix inside the waistband holster, and it all happened before the drop test came out. Well, I just got the holster last week. Here it is. It is a well-crafted holster. I really like everything about it so far. I've put it in and wore it a little bit just around the house. It has the wing here to help push the belt out to help conceal your pistol grip, and it fits and feels perfect. But with the safety concerns of the P320 at the moment, I'm kind of leery about what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to table it for now. I do want to take a second to talk about Tactical Measures. Found them on a simple Google search for appendix inside the waistband holster P320. Looked through their website, found the holster I thought was going to be the right fit for me, ordered it, reached out to them on their Facebook page and left a message saying, hey, just placed an order and I'd like to do a review as soon as the holster comes in. Within about 30 minutes, I got a phone call from Doug, Tactical Measures, and he said, I don't think what you ordered is what you want. Matter of fact, I think I have a better holster for you, and it's cheaper. He refunded me $17, made this holster, and sent it to me, and I was completely blown away. I even got a chance to talk to Doug on the phone for about 30 minutes and got to learn about who he is and what he does, and the fact that Tactical Measures is his business and how he really likes customer service and thinks that it's the cornerstone of any business. And it really just blew me away. So I'm going to put a link to their website in the description below. I really encourage each and every single one of you to reach out to them and just see what they've got. See if there's something for you, and if there isn't, don't be afraid to reach out to them. Either call them or send them a Facebook message. They will do whatever they can to make a holster for you, or at least find something close to what you're looking for. Okay, so now what? I can't carry the P320, and I'm not going to carry the Glock 26 at the moment because I'd like to figure out something else. I've gotten used to carrying it, and I just want to mix things up a little bit. I know that's going to throw my OODA loop off, but at the same time, I feel like there's a change. Now, a buddy of mine came up from Wichita, my hometown, and he decided to loan me one of his pistols, and I'm really interested to see what happens. It is the Smith & Wesson Shield in 9mm. Now, Johnny over 180 Seconds did a review on this. He beat me to the punch. You got me there, Johnny, but he said he did not like it. And you know what? I'm kind of in the mood to disagree with him, but I can see where he's coming from. Number one, he said the aesthetics is just not him. He doesn't like the aesthetics. I personally think that this pistol is actually better looking than the Glock for a striker fired pistol. So that is something I disagree with him. Some of the other things that I do kind of agree with him on. It's just, I don't know, it's a Smith & Wesson. I'm not a Smith & Wesson fan. I'm a Glock fanboy. I'm starting to be a SIG fanboy. So Smith & Wesson just really had never caught my fancy. But my buddy, Drew, appreciate it, man. Hooked me up with this. We're going to try it out and see what it's about. Now, let me tell you about the two major things that I dislike about this pistol right off the bat. Number one is the trigger. Can't stand the trigger. Not only with the M&P Shield, but also the M&P 9. I don't like it at all. Here is your trigger pull. It is pretty crisp. I will give them that. Here's your reset. And then your pull again. Not too bad. Real crisp, real audible reset. The reset is longer than the Glock, I will tell you that. So that's that. I just don't like how the Shield's trigger and the M&P 9, how curved it is. That just bothers the heck out of me. Personal preference. The other thing I really don't like about it is the slide lock. The slide lock for me is extremely difficult to release. If I'm trying to do it, I gotta really get in there and really push it down. Finally got it there. I mean, it is really, really tight. It's difficult for me. I'm used to the Glock. I'm used to the SIG. It's just way too tight for me. I do like how the magazines do have the extension, so that's real good. And the sights line up very intuitive when you bring it up. It's right there. Along the lines of the P238, the SIG P238, the barrel is extremely short, but at 3 and 5 yards, I was driving tacks, and I'll show some B-roll here of me shooting. It was pretty accurate. I did have to get used to the sights. I was shooting low and to the left, but once I got used to the sights and realized where it's hitting, I was able to adjust and just drill nails. I don't know, about 75 rounds I put through it. So this particular one came with 3 magazines, so again, Drew, appreciate it. And I've got a holster coming from Dagger Defense. It is their new line of inside the waistband holsters for your concealment purposes, and I'm really interested in seeing what it's like, how it carries. It's not going to be too different than the holster that my buddy gave me here. This is just to get me by until the new one comes, but this one locks up pretty good. Doesn't, holds it and retains it pretty good, and then it has the felt finish on the outside for comfort and carrying that. So Really appreciate it, Drew, on that. And there you go. That is my update on the P320 and the direction I'm moving to. I'm going to give you an update on the M&P Shield as I carry it. I'll carry it for about 2-3 weeks. I'll give you a video of what it's like to carry it in the middle, and then my final impressions after I get done carrying it and get it through the range. I'll probably put it through an IDPA match as well, just to see what it's like. So with that, that's all I got for this one. Really appreciate if you guys consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button right down below. If you like what I'm putting out, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to get notifications of new videos that I'm dropping, go ahead and hit that bell button as well. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, complaints, manifestos, anything you want to talk about that, put that in the comments down below. And if there's anything you would like to see, feel free to hit me up. I can see what I can do to reach out and find those items that you would like for me to take a look at. And with that, keep on dropping those bells and shells. Here comes a high five. You ready? Here we go.